Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hey Youth Podcast, the space where we talk about growth, learning, and the journeys that shape who we become. Today's episode is special because we're diving into a study abroad experience that goes beyond academics. Joining with me, we have a fantastic guest speaker named Lauren. He graduated from one of universities in Amsterdam, and right now he's working as a graphic designer and still in the same city in Amsterdam. And he's actually not a Dutch, absolutely. He's a Chinese. He came from Beijing all the way to Amsterdam just to pursue a master's degree. So welcome, Lauren.
Hey, thank you so much. So appreciated to be there. That's a lot of words. I'm really flattered.
So, yeah, thank you so much. Let's start from the beginning. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what you studied in Netherlands?
Hey, everybody. My name is Lauren. I'm 26 years old right now, and I start my journey in Netherlands. I think from 2023, kind of like this. And yeah, now I'm like working in Netherlands.
Could you please tell me a little bit more on the things that you have to do as an intern?
Yeah. So I'm working in a UI UX company. I'm a visual designer. So if they need to generate some ideas, I will join, and I will also help them to do the visual research.
I see. UI UX, that sounds really cool. So, I actually have a question. So, looking back, what made you choose the Netherlands for your studies?
Mm, Netherlands is one of the countries in Europe that teach full time in English, and also when I was in China, I think a lot of artists that I liked, a lot of graphic designers that I liked, they're from Netherlands or Germany. That I thought it'd be nice to be there and to see exhibitions.
So does that mean you don't have to speak Dutch to work there?
No, no. Like currently, no. But if some companies you have to learn Dutch.
Ah, I see. What about during your study? Did you?
Complete English.
Oh,
Complete. Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
See.
I complete English. Yeah. A lot of people they know zero knowledge about Dutch whatsoever. We
See.
just speak English for sure.
How do you feel now when you reflect on your study abroad journey?
I feel it's an interesting experience. I think it's not about studying, it's about experience the life here and different cultures and dealing with someone's own identity, connection, lonely and friends, some topics like this.
And what's the most valuable part of starting in Netherlands?
It's trying to be as independent as possible. Or I was in my home country, there's always friends or things that I already know. I can just take a lot of things for granted. But here, a lot of things I have to start from the scratch, and most of the time, I'm dealing this by myself.
Understand that you used to have support system, you got your best friends, you got people that you know really well back in Beijing, but like right now you literally have to start everything. So,
Yeah.
and how are you finding it? Have you tried to make friends with locals or mostly international friends?
Yeah, locals and international friends.
Oh, I see. Do you meet a lot of Chinese as well there?
Yeah, for sure. For
Oh,
sure, for sure, yeah.
and what key skills did you gain that still help you today?
It's critical thinking. When I immerse myself in a different environment, this definitely a lot of different information, and I have to dealing with the studies at the same time and life at the same time. So it's really important to have a clear voice, not affected by a lot of different noises. So I think having a critical mind really helps us to move faster.
What are the soft skills do you think are most underrated but crucial?
Soft skills. I think just now I mentioned critical thinking. If I say another one, it will be, oh yeah, I think communication skills is very important. I don't know if, yeah, I think maybe communication skills is considered to be soft skills. It's very important. I think immerse myself in a completely different environments, and which is not the majority group. I always have to explain myself, and I have to explain myself in a clear way at the same time, um, in a short way. Otherwise, people won't have energy to listen. So I think communication still is so important.
I wonder, like, is it different, the communication approach that you have back in Beijing with the one that you have right now in Amsterdam?
I would say a little bit different. In China, I speak Chinese. Here, I speak English. And I find interesting thing here when I expressing my ideas, I need to make sure that I'm saying an idea from myself. So like, oh, personally, or like that's just my thoughts, something like this. Maybe I need to emphasize that those things are coming from mine. But before everything I speak, I knew they're coming from my mouth. So I didn't need to explain that, oh, personally, I just say it because, of course, I say it comes from myself. I think maybe that's one small difference.
And if you could redo your journey, what would you do differently?
I would be a computer science student, you know what I'm saying? Because I find out AI right now it has its own place, and I think AI is quite interesting world. I would like to join in and exploring AI and technology and art together.
Like, artificial intelligence is on the rise, especially large language models like ChatGPT, Copilot, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
what would you focus on more as a student, knowing what you already know right now? Probably like joining communities or build connections, try to find mentors.
I would say learn their own language.
Voice that.
Because language is the most I think is immediate way to know the people here and the way they're thinking, and it just once you learn the language, it just feel like you're much closer to that place,
Uh,
to this society.
okay, so for students who can't study abroad, do you think global exposure can be built without studying overseas?
Yeah, I would say so because I've seen a lot of people, not only in China or in the United States or in Japan or in London. They some people they never been outside before, but they just gain a lot of international exposures, maybe through Instagram Reels or like TikTok or podcasts. I think it's possible.
Trying to take advantage of the technology.
Yeah, yeah, always.
Okay, what alternatives would you recommend for students who can't afford to go abroad or like study abroad?
I think right now there have if you're artist, there have some like residency opportunities. So basically, you just keep an eye on some open calls, maybe in Europe or in United States or Southern um, America. You just apply. Once you got accepted, you can go in there have maybe 3 month life experiences. And normally those residency program they will offer you a visa. That's very nice. And I also heard some kind of volunteer opportunities. You could maybe search some well-known um, volunteer opportunity or organizations for sure. Yeah, you just apply. Maybe you can get it. Or like sometimes if you become really, really well known online, maybe through TikTok or Instagram, some companies or some clients, they will actually contact you like, "Hey, you're really good. Um, I'm thinking about if you could work with us, something like this," and they will invite you to join their business.
Which skills matter more than the country or university name?
I think physical experience is quite important. Physical, yeah.
Gaining experiences probably from like what you mentioned earlier, like volunteering or probably internships before graduates. So before the graduation, that is actually beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
After you stay there for what lesson that you learned after living in Amsterdam for 3 years?
Yeah. I think I also talked to a lot of people, and before they moving to Netherlands or other countries, they thought everything they will experience it will be like a Hollywood movie or like a movies or like how people say it in the music, but it's actually really different. If I think we should be really realistic. Movies and music, um, they're just completely different from the real life. So I will advise that um, people who want to go abroad, want to study somewhere, um, just host a pretty normal, like a calm mindset, and just by having that, you won't get too disappointed when you go somewhere.
The expectation that we
Mm.
had about moving abroad and the idea of it seemed to be very interesting, exciting, but then some people may feel disappointed once they arrive in their destination and things don't go their way.
Yeah, but I think that's the important lessons for
Right.
everyone. Yeah,
Mm.
it's like just just trying to have our own decision, not putting our decisions on based on other work movies or unrelated experiences.
What was one mistake you were glad that you made?
One mistake I made recently before graduating, I had to write a thesis, and I thought that was quite easy thing because I've write a lot, I write every day. But I think academic writing is so different compared to my daily writing. So I think I really underestimate one thing. So that mistake really taught me never um, underestimated something that I have barely tried before. Um, just 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 host a a normal mindset. Don't underestimate things too much before we really try it.
I think like most international students, they also experience the same thing unless they have written quite a lot of research papers. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
something that is really different compared to general English. What is Netherlands in one word for you?
weather.
I think I know what you mean. So it's cold most of the time.
I think 60% of the time.
Oh, what about summer?
Summer is very good.
Oh, do you actually like cold weather?
No, not really, not really.
Okay. Okay. So the weather is the same, right? I mean, in Beijing and in Amsterdam, is it
Mm,
mostly cold in Beijing as well?
also cold, but I think we don't have that much rains during winter and
Oh,
autumn. Also, not a lot really strong wind, cloudy, windy, rainy, not that much. I mean, we have, but not that lot. So that's the climate is something I have to dealing with. I'm taking vitamin D every day during the winter.
has this experience shaped the person you are today? Like after
I,
living there for like 3 years?
I think I'm more calm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Um, I think I think just I become more calm because I think a lot of things I thought before are so different. So I just think we're just living on the earth. That's it. We're just creatures on the planet. Once I know that, I feel wow, things are become so much easier.
this is actually the last question to cover everything. What message would you like to share with young people who feel afraid to take big steps like you?
Not being afraid of of trying new things or being afraid of get out of our own comfort zone is actually one of the biggest risks. So most of the time, people won't care that much about yourselves. Everyone are caring about their own caring about themselves. So don't be afraid that you will make mistakes because you are still young. You can make a lot of mistakes this year, but as long as you summarize it, learn the lesson from it, and you just change yourself, become better yourself, and next year you will be much more stronger and better. So just embrace mistakes, see mistakes as a way to improve yourselves. So many people say that, right? Uh, failures, it is failures make people become better, and
And thank you so much for sharing with our audience. And I hope that everything that you wish will happen, whether it's this year or anytime, and hopefully you'll have a great future. And yep, thank you so much.
thank
Goodbye.
you so thank you so much. That's so sweet. I hope you had the same thing as well. Thanks for inviting me. It's such a pleasure to be there.